Hey everyone, welcome back to another Facebook Live. I'm your host Jess,
And I'm your host, Lauren.
and today we are going to be talking about how you can involve your family and your loved ones into your education, um, utilize them as resources and just big bunches of encouragement. And so we're going to jump right into that after Lauren gives us some Facebook Live tips. So take it away, Lauren.
Thanks, Jess. So thank you all for joining us today. We're really excited to get into, your education, especially if you do it online, is something that you really are empowered to own, but there are ways that you can get support from family and friends. We'll talk about that. But if you have any tips or comments or questions, leave them in the comments section below. We love when this is a conversation. Just don't leave any personal information. The comment section is, of course, public. If you need to get in touch with us directly, you can call student care for any account based questions at 1 888 427 1000. Or if you're not enrolled in Penn Foster and want to be, you can talk to an admission specialist and get started. That number is 1 888 427 6500. So, on the roster today, we're going to be talking about how involving your family and friends in your education is beneficial to your success. Having a support system can help you throughout your education. We're going to talk about how and why, and how to utilize your friends and family to celebrate your wins. So let's get right into it. Jess, tell us how having your family and friends in your education is beneficial, despite the fact that this is something that a lot of our learners are doing online on their own. You could do it by yourself, but what are the benefits of
Right.
bringing in some others?
Right, absolutely. I think the whole point and one of online education with Penn Foster is designed to work around your life, your relationships, and your responsibilities. But having the support and understanding of the people you love can make your workload feel a little bit easier. I think that you can say that about a lot of different things in life. Just having a support system behind you can make things that feel really daunting or really difficult feel a little bit easier, and that's always nice. The people in your life trust and care about you the most and want to see you succeed and reach your goals. And involving them can not only help you better manage your time, it can also help you stay motivated. Because at the end of the day, the people who love you are your ultimate cheerleaders. I know for me in my life, my mom was very involved in my education, and I wouldn't trade it for the world because she was just somebody always there to lend a helping hand, to give me, some words of encouragement, or just to lend an ear if I needed something to talk about, bounce ideas off of. And I know for me that was really helpful when I was going through it.
I had friends when I was in school who we would like take each other's phones while we knew we needed to study, or like change our friends' social media passwords or whatever, while somebody needed to focus so that distractions were limited. And now there are apps where you can kind of block yourself from going on social media when you really need to buckle down and study or take an exam or whatever it is you're working on. But it's really helpful when you have somebody else to say, like, don't be bad. You need to focus, get it done, and then you can, move on and have fun.
Absolutely. If any of you have anybody that is like that, is that support system, that person for you who will just, really wants to see you succeed, tag them in the comments below, give them a little thanks, let them know that they are genuinely beneficial to your success. And it's really great to always have them around. Lauren, how can like having a support system really help you through your education? The benefits of having like a support system while you study, things like that.
So we know one of the biggest roadblocks with a self-paced education is staying motivated. When you are working independently, when you're setting your own schedule, when there are no due dates and deadlines for assignments and exams, it's really easy to get off track, even when you don't necessarily want to be. There might be things in your life that feel more urgent, although this, in your education is so important. So, having your support system aware of what you're doing to reach your goals can allow them to be involved and help you stay motivated and maybe help you carve out some time to prioritize your education, even when there are other things going on that are kind of nagging at your attention. They
Yeah,
can really
absolutely.
allow you the time that you need to study, which is very important. Like I said, when you have a busy life, making time to really sit down and focus on your education can be tough. If your friends and family are aware of what you're doing, they can often be more understanding of your tight schedule. It can also help you create a quiet study space. So if your family knows when and where you're studying, they can try their best to give you quiet time when you need to focus. I think this is especially important when you have kids because, of course, they always want to be around you. They always need something. So if there's someone else in your home that can help to distract them and look after them while you're studying, that's amazing. And if that's something you don't have, that's okay too. I think one of the benefits of being able to study whenever is, after your kids go to bed, you can log on or whatever, or when they're doing their homework, maybe they can be your cheerleaders, even if they're younger, if they're in school, you can, both be working on school at the same time together and get through it together. So see how they can help to motivate you and let them cheer you on too. Everyone in your life, find like, Jess, for you, it was your mom. For me too, it was really my mom. um, but find that person in your life that, whether online or in person, find your support system that can encourage you and believe in you and remind you of your goals. And we'll just say too, if there's not anyone in your life who really gets it, that happens sometimes, even if the people in your lives have gone on to college or a training program or some kind of additional education, at some point it can be easy to forget what it's really like to go through that. So we do have the student community that you can log into, and connect with your peers and support each other. So definitely make sure you're doing that and let them help you celebrate some wins. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that that's awesome. I really like what you said about, because I feel like a lot of people are probably in this situation where they have uh, children that are currently in school, and every kid that's in school is always going to come home with some kind of homework, whether it's written homework or just studying a lesson or something that they learned that day, and taking that time to kind of do it together is a really great motivator for you and your child. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Seeing you guys do it together is incredible, and just having that one-on-one, working on your education and doing that together, that is a really unique experience that I feel like is really, really amazing. And also, if you don't have somebody who's in school at the same time as you, or, your parent or one of your kids, if you're studying, something I always used to like to do was create, kind of flashcards for myself, so that when I did have the opportunity to work with somebody else, I was able to hand them over these flashcards and then they could quiz me back. But they also worked if I was on my own and I just wanted to kind of look at them myself. So it kind of played double duty there, and made it so that you could, have those people in your life quizzing you and helping you out with those concepts. And sometimes you might not understand a concept and somebody else in your life has a different way of looking at it and can help. So definitely utilize the people in your life who are there for you, because they want to be a part of your education and they want to see you succeed in whatever way they possibly can. In any way they can help you do that, they'll be excited about. So I think that that's really cool. And great point about the student community, Lauren. I was also thinking about that, and I think that that is another great place. If you don't have, like Lauren said, if you don't have somebody in your life, there are people in there who understand what you're going through. So definitely check it out if you haven't already, or if you ever need a little extra push or a little extra motivation. It's a really great resource for our students.
Yeah. And also I would say, like, check out our social media pages, check out our blog on our website if you need any resources on staying motivated if you're already a student, but also if you're thinking about enrolling in a program or another program or taking that next step in your education. utilize our website, utilize our resources to kind of help you guide conversations with your parents or with your family, with your loved ones on if and how and why this could be a good thing for you. Gaining skills and education is always a big deal, no matter what you're choosing to pursue. You're working to better yourself, better your life, better possible outcomes for your family. And it's always the best when you can bring the people who love you into those conversations.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. And on top of being able to help you study, it actually, help you with the real like bread and butter of your education. Just having people around you who want to help you celebrate your wins is a huge, huge piece of how you can bring your family and friends into your education. So Lauren, what are some ways that you and your support system can help you celebrate those wins when you're doing school self-paced?
So also, celebrating your wins isn't just about being happy for you when when you graduate. It's also saying good job when you pass a test that you were nervous about, or when you get a great grade in a class that maybe you struggled with. So make sure that you're letting whoever your cheerleader in your life is, whoever your support system person is, let them know after those big tests. Let them know when you complete a big excitement assignment, because you deserve to feel good about those milestones. Every milestone that you meet puts you one step closer to your end goal. And then, speaking of end goals, we do have graduation coming up on July 29th at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. We're really excited. That will be open to 2022 and 2023 graduates. You should have gotten an email if you were eligible. If you're wondering, you're welcome to call Student Services. But we're really excited for everyone who's able to celebrate with us in person. If you're not able to celebrate with us in person this year, don't worry. We have the yearbook. We'll be broadcasting on Facebook Live. There'll be more celebration opportunities in future years, but it's going to be a really cool way to celebrate some of our graduates, in a big group setting. Also, make sure you share any graduation photos and motivational updates with us, and we'll repost them to our social media. Make sure you tag us so we can check those out and potentially reshare some of that content if you give us permission to. We love seeing you guys win, and I think it's very motivating for people who haven't graduated yet to see others succeed. So let's continue to build out our awesome Penn Foster community and network on social media and really lift each other up when we succeed and do the really cool big stuff.
I couldn't agree more, Lauren. It's definitely one of the best parts of working with Penn Foster is being able to see all of you guys succeed and thrive and all of your accomplishments. So definitely tag us in your photos. Definitely send us your photos, and we hope that this Facebook Live gave you a couple good tips on how you can bring your loved ones into your education, because like Lauren said at the beginning, when you're doing school on your own, it can feel very isolating, but it doesn't have to, and it just might take a little bit more of you celebrating yourself to get your loved ones and your family members to celebrate you. And at the end of the day, they want to be able to do that for you, so give them the opportunity, share your wins, let them celebrate with you, and always know that you have a support system in us as well. So it was really great to
You
talk to you
absolutely
guys
do.
today, and we will see you soon. Have a good one.
Yes, thank you, everyone. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.